New Energy Electric Drive Transmission System Training Bench. The equipment uses components from mainstream pure electric vehicles. Major components are mounted on a platform. The electrical connection method, function, and control method are identical to those of a general electric vehicle. Realistically presents the connection and control relationship between the core components of the electric drive system of pure electric vehicles. Installation, location, and operating parameters, as well as safety precautions for high-voltage systems, and focus on cultivating students' basic abilities in analyzing and handling faults in pure electric vehicle drive systems, suitable for the teaching and practical training of new energy courses for vocational and technical students in middle and high schools. 1. Equipment charging operation. First, turn on the power switch. Insert the charging gun plug into the 1/6A plug and connect it to the charger. Observe the charging status indicator light. The status indicator light is red when charging 0 to 80%. More than 80% of the status indicator lights are yellow. The status indicator light is green when fully charged. Observe the displayed screen information, CC, CP values, whether the charging relay is closed. Observe charging status and battery level. When the remaining SOC indicator reaches 100%, it indicates that the battery is fully charged. After charging, unplug the charging gun and turn off the power switch. 2. Equipment operation. Check if the equipment is complete. Check if the high and low voltage connectors are properly connected. Turn on the power switch. Turn on the ignition switch to the on position. Pressing the brake pedal. Simultaneously press the locking button of the gear lever to switch gears. Press the accelerator pedal and observe if the display screen and instrument panel are normal. 3. Introduction to display screen. Page 1, main page, displaying the total voltage, discharge or charging current of the battery, the highest voltage and temperature of a single battery, minimum voltage and minimum temperature, operational status of the system, information on the closing and opening status of various relays. Page 2, single battery, display the voltage, temperature, and equilibrium status of each individual battery. Page 3, system parameters, system parameter setting, can input the voltage of a single battery to set faults. Returning to the main interface, it can be found that there is a fault present. Return to the System Parameters page. Click on System Parameter Calibration in the upper left corner. Adjust the voltage value back to the standard value for troubleshooting. Page 4, Motor Controller. After the operating device is running, various parameters such as controller temperature, motor speed, DC current, and AC voltage light will change as the depth of the accelerator pedal changes. 4. Magnetic particle brake operation. Connect the external power supply on the right side of the bench. Turn on the power supply of the magnetic powder brake main controller. Adjust the knob of the main controller of the magnetic powder brake to control the magnitude of the load force. Repeat the equipment operation in the second section. Maintain stable throttle acceleration. Looking at the display screen, it can be observed that at the same speed, the magnitude of the load force is different, and the current output from the battery pack is also different. Explain that the road conditions are different. Similarly, you can also simulate the current output and motor output power of a car during turns in complex road conditions. 6. Fault setting operation. There are multiple insurances in the equipment. It is possible to disconnect the fuse and perform manual fault setting. 7. Practical training guide and teaching resource package. This equipment training guide is printed in color. Contains a large number of practical videos, which can be viewed by scanning the QR code inside. The video has clear text, comprehensive and detailed content, and is easy to understand. can quickly understand and master how to operate this equipment. Guide teachers to accurately lead students through practical training. New Energy Electric Driving Teaching Resource Package in Animation, 3-dimensional, and other ways. Overall structure. You can view the device in all directions by clicking the button in the bottom right corner. Click on the device components to pop up relevant introductions. And you can enter the module teaching by clicking on the detailed explanation. When entering the module teaching of components, each small part inside the component module also has a detailed explanation, and display the working principle of this component in the form of a dynamic diagram. Operation steps. Click on any operation module on the left. Can watch each detailed operation step. Structural principle. Click on the left component name to enter the corresponding component module. Entering the motor module, you can see the clear structure of each component of the driving motor. Dynamic motor rotation principle and working principle, detailed explanation, and so on. Circuit measurement. Each component in the circuit diagram can be clicked. After clicking, you can see some explanations about this component. To view more detailed knowledge, you can return to the structural principles. Click on the right switch to simulate the switch. Can simulate the operation of actual devices. And the simulation operation here is consistent with the actual equipment operation sequence. When clicking on the corresponding analog switch, the circuit diagram can display the corresponding current flow direction. Can help the teacher better explain the circuit. Enable students to quickly understand and learn circuit diagrams.